All right, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, hockey fans of all genders, welcome to the Dan Dallin YouTube live stream. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like the video, hit that little bell so you're alerted every time I go live with a new video because you want to know. It is Thursday, December 16th. And here we have the visiting team wearing their black sweaters, the Ontario Bay Storm. The Storm is led by head coach Steve Olson and assistant coach Kelly O'Mara versus the home team. In the new sweaters this year, it looks like white, gray, and blue, the Oswego Buccaneers. Now, don't be confused. These boys, girls, players pay more than $2 a head, even though they're a Buccaneer. Coming to you from the Crisafulli Ice Rink, live at the Fort in Oswego, New York. This should be a rather good game here. In the standings, Oswego is a Division II team. Ontario Bay is a Division I team. Honestly, in Section 3, New York State Athletics, I'm not exactly sure how they divvy up Division I and Division II, but they do. It could be by enrollment size. However, Oswego City Schools is really just Oswego High School, whereas Ontario Bay is made up of Pulaski, APW, Mexico, Sackett's Harbor, Sandy Creek, and South Jefferson high schools. Although they don't have players from every single one of those high schools, but the total student body of all 6 of those schools is greater than the student body of the City of Oswego school. However, when it comes to available hockey players to try out for the team, I'd say both of these teams are pretty equally matched. Inside their division, Oswego has 1 win, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Most recently, they tied Whitesboro 5-5. They defeated Clinton earlier this week 7-4. Ontario Bay in their division is 1-1. They defeated Liverpool 5-0 on November 30th, and earlier this week, so soon it was yesterday, they lost to Syracuse 9-1. The idea that Ontario Bay is equally matched with Syracuse City School District is overwhelming. However, it is what it is. Typically each year in Division I for Section 3, it's Syracuse that goes to sectionals to play for the state championships, and in Division II, it's Skinny Atlas. Currently, Syracuse is 2-0 in their division, with West Jenny ahead of them, 3-0. And Skinny Atlas is on top of the Division II standings with 3 wins and no losses. A win here tonight for Oswego would make them 2-0-1 and tied for second with Whitesboro. A win for Ontario Bay would make them 2-1 in a 3-way tie for third with Baldwinsville and Cazenovia in their division. Except that these are regular season games, but not league games. So what I just said about wins and improving their records does not occur because those records are only within their respective leagues. Now, overall in Division III, Ontario Bay is 4-1-1, and Oswego is 2-1-1. So again, I think that just further exemplifies my perspective that these teams are pretty evenly matched, and this will be an exciting game. We're about 3.5 minutes away from getting our starting lineups for either team. And then it will be game time. So on the scoreboard, you'll see that the home Score is on the left side, and on the benches that we see, home is on the left. Away is on the right in both scenarios. So the icons that you see on your screen will match up with the benches and with the scores and penalties. And I don't think this scoreboard keeps track of shots on goals. If you'd like to sponsor the next broadcast or all the broadcasts, games, periods, penalties, intermissions, trivia questions and answers, just let me know. Get in touch with me at thedandallon@gmail.com. Or you can go to thedandallon.com. The website address is in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Go to that website, click on the Contact Us, because that'll just contact me. I am us. Oswego sporting 4 goalies. Ontario Bay has 2. Other than that, the benches are just about as deep as each other. I think Oswego has one more player to skate out than Ontario Bay. All in all, though, like I said, very fair matchups. It is warm outside, so it is warm inside this arena, which is not normal for the Crisafulli Rink here at the Fort in Oswego, New York. Both teams getting their final stretches and warms in. Skating around and around in circles they go. Although it's looking like Oswego has quite a few more players dressed than Ontario Bay does. Maybe it's the horizontal stripes that makes it look crowded. I don't know. All right, listen up as we listen in to our rink announcer. And our pregame festivities have concluded. Now we'll just wait for our referees, our goalies, our players, our coaches. Final words of wisdom coming out to these high schoolers right now. In case you did not hear, starting lineup for Ontario Bay: on defense, Casey Wilson and Matthew Olson. On offense, Zach Blevins, Bryce Goodenough. And Owen Newton. Oh yeah, there he is. In net, Colin Bennett. Starting for the Buccaneers, on defense, Neil Roman, number 3. I missed the rest. I believe number 3, Neil Roman. 4, Braden Miller. 7, Ian Cady. 22, Colin Cianfaro. 27, Jacob Morrison. In goal, number 30, Connor Calabro. Oswego with that puck in their offensive end. Blevins squeezing it out into the neutral zone, squeezed off there by Jacob Morris. Morris sends over to the near side. That got almost picked over by Blevins. Stepping up is Casey Wilson to drive that puck into the corner. Going back there is Blevins, and he goes down as he's met with a Buccaneer. Coming out hot is Braden Miller, number 4, firing that shot. Save Bennett, covered up right in front in the crease for no rebound. Nice save, Colin Bennett. And Braden Miller came in there flying. Kid had some jets on him. Pat Wilson coming over to say hello to Michelle. That was very nice of him. That'll get him brownie points later. Giving her some space. Picking off that pass, number 21, Eric Mashaw. Mashaw cutting her across through the middle of center ice. Go, tried leading. Oh, went for the backhand. That puck was just too far out. Mashaw stretched and reached and hoped that by coasting he would accelerate, but he did not. Taking that face off, Joe Brodeur pushes it to the corner. Mashaw going over there. Oswego centered it around, grabbing it though over in the corner. David Stern centering pass, nothing doing there. Stern still with it, back behind the net. Stern battling, getting abused back there. Joe Brodeur coming around, centering pass. Oh, not able to get to Mashaw. Holding it in at the line though is Cameron Call. Backhands it in, goes back around behind the net. Brodeur and Mashaw chasing it, score to Mashaw. Picks it out, falls down. Puck goes into the corner. Picking up there is Oswego. Oswego coming out hot. Baker coming across, getting hit hard by Cody Mashaw, who neglected to play the puck. Mashaw and Baker going back behind the net. Puck loose out in front, covered up by Colin Bennett. Face off to the right side of Bennett, going in to take that face off as Bryce Goodenough facing off against some Oswego play. These numbers are harder to read than I thought. I do not like that center line. They're not the only ones. Rome Free Academy also has that horizontal line in the middle of their jersey. Makes it near impossible to read the number. Looks cool, difficult to read quickly. Battle for that puck in the corner. Played there. I did see Parker Kaprowski sends that puck around. He's another starter, I believe. Comes out through the neutral zone. Touched by Owen Newton, so that's not going to be an icing. Played up. Here comes Wilson. Casey Wilson coming across hot. Oh, puck gets knocked away by Cianfaro. Cianfaro coming out with it now. Takes that puck into the corner. Back around behind the net. Hitting up hard against Matt Olson. Into near corner. People hugging. Far corner. Comes around for Blevins. Blevins touches it. Pushes it up into the neutral zone. Played there by Cianfarano. Somebody's going to have to tell me the best way to say his name. Wilson flicking that up to Blevins. Gets by Blevins. Held in by Jacob Morse. Fires it into the corner. Flicked around. I lost sight of it. There it is. Morse with that high slot. Shooting. Goes into the body and existence of Bryce Goodenough. Comes out to Owen Newton. Newton up to Blevins. Blevins coming across the blue line. Goes one way. Goal! Zach Blevins scores. Number 8. Assisted by number 14, Owen Newton. Time of that goal, 3:22. Ontario Bay goal scored by number 8, Zach the Attack Blevins, assisted by number 14, Owen O.J. the Juice Newton. Time of the Storm goal, 3:22. Blevins doing the patented push the puck down and sneak it up with a little backhanded flick up over your stick up into the goal up, light the lamp up. Shortstop as Sabres skate got caught in the ice, it looked like. A lot better than falling down, maybe. You'll twist an ankle that way, though. Eric Mashaw on the far side. Cody Mashaw. That puck will get whistled dead. Whistle dead because we got a minor penalty, 2-minute minor for tripping on Ontario Bay, number 12. Time of that penalty, 4:05. That puck comes out into the neutral zone, played back by Cianfarano. Cianfarano up to Lucas Cady. Cady cutting over through the middle. Takes it into the corner. Played there by Wilson. Casey getting some body and stick. Wilson holding that puck up, grabbed and sent down the length of the ice by Joe Brodeur. Buccaneers trying to come out. Miller didn't like the way that was looking, so he tossed it back behind the net for Cianfarano to grab. Cianfarano picking it up. Sends it back out to Miller. Miller up to the near side to Cady. Cady taking it over into the offensive end. Katie in the Oso coming across at the dot, fires that shot into the glove of Colin Bennett. Nothing fancy going on there this time. Bennett just stopped the goal. Face off to the left side of Bennett, waiting for our last Buccaneer to show up, and he does. Buccaneers win that draw. Comes right back, though, to Matt Olson. Fires it down the length of the ice, just under a minute remaining in this penalty. Lucas Cady coming out on the near side. Cady drops it back for Cianferrano. Nope, that's not. Yes, it is Cianferrano. Back up to Cady. Cady dodging into the corner. Cady getting hit by Matt Olson. Slowing down. Goes into the other corner, though. Oswego setting up that umbrella. Shot fired hard. Swing by Braden Miller. Soft puck goes back behind the net. Coming back, Zach Blevins trying to get that puck, and he does to flick it out. Clear it out all the way down to the Oswego end of the ice. Chasing it down, Bryce Goodenough. Coming back, Cianferrano. Cianferrano touches it up to Miller. Miller trying to use that speed. Gets stopped by Blevins' stick. Puck comes all the way across, touched by Goodenough. Then by Mashaw. Comes down, Cianferrano grabbing it, taking it back behind his net, and that will end the period. The penalty. Blevins with that puck. Oh, and Cianferrano went around. He got his stick caught in the back of the net. Dislodged that net as Blevins was coming around. Goodenough sliding in for that face-off. Trying to draw it back. Goodenough moving forward with it. Takes that shot, gets deflected, goes off the glass. Comes out on the far side. Cross pass goes to Goodenough again. Goodenough tried passing it right up to Owen Newton. Not able to get it through the legs of Neil Roman. Roman trying to do something with that puck. Goodenough coming. Goodenough tried flicking up and over Owen Newton. Not able to do so. Owen was on his back. Blevins on the near side. Trying to play that puck. Sends it back around into the far corner for Newton. Newton making some space, gets it to Blevins. Blevins tries to touch it up to the goal, not able to do so. Battle for it, comes out in the middle. Buccaneers trying to grab it now. Buccaneers coming away with it. Lewis Roman. They lose it, and that goes back behind the net again. Blevins chasing it down. Roman in there as well. Neil Roman pressed up. Blevins gets that puck out to Eric Mashaw. Eric, not able to get a shot off as the Buccaneers defense slides in and sweeps that puck away. Blevins comes over to grab it, dumps it in, and goes off for a change. Gives Oswego the opportunity to send that puck all the way down the length of the ice. Mashaw grabbing it. That's Cody Mashaw. That's Dwight Corey. Cody Mashaw with the puck. Oh, shot fired by Cianferrano. Saved by Bennett. Puck forced back behind the net. Oswego coming out, tried centering pass. Taken away by Joe Brodeur. Brodeur coming right through the middle of the ice. Brodeur has Eric Mashaw trailing him on the right side. Brodeur fires that shot. Glove save by Calabro. And players go flying into the boards. They make a loud noise. Fans and parents make a loud noise. And Joe Brodeur is going off some much needed rest. Refs signaling that the last change is given to Ontario Bay. Dawson Corey in for the faceoff. Dawson draws that puck back, gives it to Matt Olson. Matt fires that shot in. Late C by Calabro. Calabro? Man, I'm having a hard time saying his name. Connor Calabro. Connor Calabro. Oh, much easier now. Late C by Calabro, but he dropped down, saved that puck. Dislodging of the net, plays go flying because the puck was still out, but whistle was blown. That puck comes out to the neutral zone, played by Olson. Olson. Over to Wilson. Wilson up to Corey. Corey, take it up. Oh, tried to nutmeg that defenseman. Not able to do it, though. Wilson coming up, sweep that puck away. Oh, and it gets turned around. Holding it in, though, Steve Saber sends it into the corner. Comes out. Saber driving up through the dot. Oh, not able to grab that puck to take a sneak attack shot. Getting into the neutral zone is Oswego. Delayed off. Neutral zone puck. Puck comes back to the Oswego end of the ice, played by Neil Roman. Roman up to Katie. Katie hop, skip, and a jump over the puck, and as he did that, Lewis Roman skated in. Slid in, skated in, whatever, went in, offsides. They'll give us a neutral zone faceoff, 8:33 remaining in this first period. Goodenough taking that faceoff against Cianfrano. Goodenough wins. Goodenough drawing. Oh, Goodenough won so much he moved without the puck. Newton comes up, past that puck over to Blevins on the left wing. Blevins pushes it up. Newton slides around, trying to keep it in, not able to do so. Bringing that puck out is Miller. Miller to Cianfrano. Cianfrano not able to cross over to the offensive end. Cianfrano has to curl around, comes back, and recovers his own puck. Cianfrano passes over to Miller. Miller penetrating into the offensive end. Miller, that puck gets pushed aside by Braden Walker. Comes out to the point, held in by Neil Roman, fires it in, gets pushed right back. Neil Roman dumps it back in, around back behind the net, played by Walker. Walker up to the near side for Newton. Newton not able to get a piece of it as Miller skates it all the way around. Big circle, sends that puck all around again. It kind of made an ice cream cone shape. Blevins flicks that puck up high for Goodenough. Goodenough touches it, not able to control it though. Comes out into the neutral zone. Cody Mashaw overskating it. We got a glove off on the left side. That puck goes back behind the net. Swatted and hit hard against the back of the net. Comes out into the corner. Off of the skate of Braden Walker. Back into the corner again. Come around Cianfrano. Played up by Cody Mashaw. Now it comes up to Zach Blevins. Blevins picks it around. Toe drags around the player's foot. Shot saved by Connor Calabro. Much easier to say Calabro when I include Connor. Connor Calabro. Hey, just judging by his name, I'm saying Connor's going to have some fantastic meatballs for Christmas dinner. Shot from the point! Saved by Calabro. Joe Brodeur taking that face off, drawing it back to Casey Wilson, fires that shot. Calabro collapses down on it. Let's see if we can run off another 2.5 seconds off the clock by another face-off quick shot from the point. Face-off by Brodeur. This time it goes into the corner. Played back there by Oswego. Oswego trying to flick it out, and they do. Wilson pushes down his offensive player, so he can't make a play on that puck. Comes out into the neutral zone. Wilson coming back with it. Wilson cutting around. Wilson loses one player who slipped on the ice. Wilson curling around, trying to use his hands and body to make some space. Wilson loses an edge, but not the puck. Picks that puck back up. Sends it back around behind the net. Oswego trying to send it around. Held in, though, by Eric Mashaw on the far side. And we got us a whistle for a hooking. Eric Mashaw goes down because of the Oswego hook by number 11. 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 11, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the Buccaneers penalty, 10:26. Faceoff comes out the length of the ice, played by Bennett. Bennett touches it up for Wilson to grab it. Ontario Bay doing their famous crisscrossy action in the defensive end when they are coming out on a power play. Centering pass to Brodeur. Brodeur trying to get a piece of it. Defenseman clears it out. Almost Olsen firing it in. Covered up by Calabro. Goodenough draws that puck back for Blevins. Blevins comes up to the high slot, passes up for Wilson. Wilson, low percentage angle, shot again, shot wide. Goodenough on the near corner, sends it across, picked off by Oswego, and that gets sent down the length of the ice. Coming back to play it is Matt Olson. Matt Olson grabs it. Crisscross breakout for Ontario Bay, not as effective this time, but it's going to work out just fine. Wilson comes up to the dot, fires that shot, goes off the stick of Neil Roman into the glass, comes out to the far point. Held in by Goodenough to Blevins, back to Goodenough again. enough. All the way over to, Wilson, and Wilson whiffed on that shot. Looks like his stick bounced off the ice before it hit the puck. Wilson coming back to recover that puck. Gives it to Goodenough. Goodenough to Blevins. Blevins touches it back to Goodenough. Goodenough over to Blevins. Blevins, centering pass off the feet of Cianferrano, I believe. Cianferrano coming out with it over the red line. Cianferrano going in. Shot from the high face-off circle. Misses, goes into the corner, comes around for Joe Brodeur. Brodeur, cross neutral zone pass, goes off the boards, comes back to him eventually. Brodeur in. Brodeur, nice back stick check by Neil Roman. Roman coming out with that puck now. Roman getting around Wilson. That's not Roman. It's Ian Cady. My mistake. Eric Mashaw takes that puck, though. Comes back with it. Puck goes over to Braden Miller. Miller passes it up. Touched by Lucas Cady. Back to Cady again. Cady fires it in. Stopped by Wilson immediately. Teams are even. Wilson coming up. Wilson passes it to the backhand of Joe Brodeur. Brodeur touches it into the corner. Chases it down. He's got Ian Cady hot on him. Brodeur back behind the net. Cady backhand flicks it out the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. It's waved off. I keep going too far over and keep showing you Dwight Corey, and my apologies. Cody Mashaw. Eric Mashaw, I mean. Hit at the blue line. Cameron Call fires that puck off the boards on the near side. Comes over to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw tries pushing it up to the neutral zone. Goes to Cianferrano. Cianferrano coming in. Backhand centering pass. Oh, pad save. Colin Bennett. Puck goes into the corner. David Stern pushing off that offensive player. Puck gets flicked into the neutral zone. Dawson Corey chasing it up. Forcing a quick pass. Lucas Bruns. You know what, I could have had it. No, I just copy and pasted. That's Bruns, B-R-U-N-S. Battle for that puck, going back and forth. Jake Amadon. Amadon touches it into the neutral zone. Played over there by Oswego, sends it back in. Picked up by Matt Olson. Matt Olson settling. Long pass to Cameron Call. Cameron Call coming into the dot. Fires that shot, goes off the leg of Dan Donahue. Into the corner, backhanded out. Dawson Corey skating backwards, trying to back check, missing. Lucas Bruns taking that puck down into the corner. Back behind the net. Cody Mashaw sends it around to Steve Saber. Goes back into the corner. Cameron Call has it up the boards for Saber. Saber flicks it up along the boards, comes out into the neutral zone, into his own defensive end, and Neil Roman challenged by Dawson Corey, held in. Steve Saber centering pass. Amadon not able to get enough of it. Coming out with that puck is Lucas Bruns. I'll figure out his name. No, I won't. Braden Walker with it in the corner now. Settling that puck down. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this period. Comes out to neutral zone. Played by Dawson Corey all the way across for Amadon. Jake plays it off the boards. Backhands it through the legs. Picked up, though, by Lucas Cady. Cady sends it up along the boards. Hits Braden Walker. Walker touches it. Goes over to Cody Mashaw. Mashaw takes it behind the net. Stops short. Puck keeps on going. Goes over to Owen Newton. Owen Newton takes it, sends it around back behind the boards to Zach Blevins. Blevins touches it, misses it. Neil Roman fires it, gets deflected, and hits the netting. 2:01 remaining in this period. Please remember, if you're watching, which you must be if I'm talking to you, hit subscribe. Click on that like, thumbs up button if you like the video. Click on the thumbs down if you don't like it. Chat with me. Gotta subscribe to chat. That puck comes out. It's in the neutral zone. Trying to drive it forward is Owen Newton, and he does enough for Bryce Goodenough to get a piece of it. Goodenough sends it into the corner. Newton centering pass. Blevins coming up just a touch too late. Blevins, loses it at the blue line. Mashaw plays it, sends it in. Everybody's got to check up on sides, and while they do, Oswego comes out with the puck. Cianferrano crosses the red line and fires it in back around behind the net. 1.5 minutes remaining in this period. Braden Walker back there. Puck is stuck on the back of the net. Cody Mashaw plays it out to Newton. Newton, Mashaw. Up. That was Walker. Comes out. Gets by Jacob Morse. Goes down, stops short of the red line, wasn't going to be icing anyway. Comes out, pass, Cianferrano. Puck gets touched by Wilson, so Cianferrano loses it. Blevins comes away with it, gives it to Newton. Newton back to Blevins off his skate. Not able to settle it down. Time for that centering pass. Nobody's there. Stepping up as Wilson fires that. Deflected, doesn't make it to the goal. Oswego trying to clear it out. Miller does. Miller sends it all the way across to a Buccaneer. Fires that shot, goes high. Bennett reaches up, snags that puck out of the air, looks up, and sees that puck in his glove. 45 seconds remaining in this first period. Face off to the right side of Bennett. Joe Brodeur taking that face off, draws it back into the corner. Going to grab it is Casey Wilson. Wilson picks it up, comes away, making some room. Wilson skating up. Wilson crossed over the red line, passes over to David Stern on the far side. Fired! Oh, pad save, goes off the backboards. Reaching out for it is Calabro. He loses his glove. And play is stopped dead. Soon as a goalie loses some equipment, that play is supposed to stop dead because that is so dangerous. Calabro's so hot back there, he's got to cool himself off without water. It's also warm in this building. Unnaturally warm in this building. Face off to the left side of Calabro. Joe Brodeur battling for it. Getting enough of it free for Eric Mashaw to come in and get a piece of it. Mashaw trying to play it out. Buccaneers take it away. Buccaneers coming down. 15 seconds over the center line. That's Miller. Miller loses that. He crossed over into the offensive end. Grabbed by, I think, Brodeur and sent down the length of the ice. 8 seconds left, and we have an icing face-off to the left side of Colin Bennett. Goodenough facing off against Miller. Puck comes right back to the corner for Olsen. Olsen plays it up to Goodenough. 2 seconds, 1 second shot, save. And that will end our first period of play here at the Crisafulli Ice Rink, home of Buccaneers hockey. That means it's trivia time. Boy, I hope you didn't read that answer yet. Anyway, it is, if 3 goals by one player is a hat trick, what are 4 goals scored? If you're a quick reader, you might know. If 3 goals scored by one player is a hat trick, what are 4 goals scored? This intermission and this question sponsored by Power Play Podcast NNY. You can find it wherever you can find your favorite podcast. Power Play Podcast NNY. 3 goals by one player is a hat trick. What are 4 goals called? Your answer during our next intermission. All right, and we're back, ready for our second period. The teams have remembered to switch sides, because that's what we do in, like, all sports. It is 1-0 Ontario Bay Storm over the Oswego Buccaneers. Teams rally around their goalies for some last-minute inspiration, pumping each other up, building that teamwork, that camaraderie. Buzzer sounds. Teams disperse. It's time to play some hockey. Taking the ice for Oswego, Braden Miller. Parker Kaprowski. Ian Cady. I can't see everybody. And for Ontario Bay, Blevins, Newton, Goodenough, Wilson, and Olsen. Oswego coming away with it now. Chasing that puck down to the corner is Ian Cady. Cady taking it around, dumps it around, back behind the net. Held in at the line by Roman. Cady goes down. Oh, puck comes to Bennett. He saves it. Puck loose for a second. Flying in, wailing at that puck was Cady. Covering it up, though, was Bennett. Bennett looked over his shoulder at Cady like, well, why are you doing that to me? And probably because that puck started off about 8 inches in front of him. Just doing what he's trained to do. Goodenough takes that face off. Looks like Oswego drove it a little bit to the center of the ice. Playing with it is Cianfrano. Ooh, Cianfrano loses an edge. Checks his skate as if it's his skate's problem. That puck goes off the boards. Parker Kaprowski chasing it into the goalie's glove as Blevins was hot on his heels. Face off to the left side of Calabro. Brodeur takes it. Puck is driven forward by Cady. Cady, comes across. I believe he made a shot off of that, and it was saved by Bennett. Comes out to the point, being held in by Cianfrano. Fires it up. Quick backhand shot by Wood. Comes back out to Donahoe, and it's shot and a goal! Who scored that goal? I believe it was number 17. Hard for me to see. Time of the goal, 1-0-0. And that ties the game up. I'll try to hear the announcer to see what the rink announcer says as far as the scorer of that goal. Puck comes down to the Oswego end of the ice. Played around behind the boards, Cianfrano. So the goal was scored by number 17, Lucas Cady. I did not hear who the assist was from. But Lucas Cady with the goal for the Buccaneers, number 17. Time of the Buccaneers goal, 1-0-0. Puck played on the near side. Battle for it. Held in at the line by Braden Miller. He fires it in. Goes off the backboard. Picked up by Wilson. Wilson passes it out to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw coming up over the blue line. Mashaw has Brodeur over on the far side. His far side, our near side. Looks like Neil Roman picked the skate. Wilson coming in, firing. Nobody knows where that puck is. Got deflected up into the netting, and then it came down. I believe Calabro made that initial save, but I had no idea where that rebound went to. Dawson Corey taking that face off, pushing it towards the middle of the ice. Steve Saber not able to find it as it went off his skate. bringing that puck in is Lucas Cady. Cady sends it back behind the net. Grab back behind the net by Matt Olson. Matt Olson pushes it up to Saber. Saber passes over to Corey. Corey touches it, gets it over to Amadon. Amadon crosses over, fires that shot off the glove of Calabro. And he dishes it out into the corner. Sorry, I kept showing you the Corey family. Hard hit by Wilson. Sends Baker into the boards. Baker a little slow to get up. Wilson overskating that, sent out into the middle. Now picked up by Saber. Lost by Saber. Held in by Oswego. Shot fired. Oh, out in front. In front again. Shot. Save. It's still loose. It's out in front. Kicked away. Stepping up to kind of get a piece of it is Donahue. Donahue touches it. Dawson Corey grabs it and sends it down the length of the ice. Says, get that puck out of here. I'll take that icing any day. That puck will come all the way back for a face-off next to Colin Bennett. Face off to the right side of Bennett. Bryce Goodenough facing off against Cianferrano. Cianferrano late to the party, so he has to switch out, and Braden Miller will take that face off. Puck goes back into the corner. Miller trying to play for it. Comes out to the point, held in by Kaprowski. He sends it back around. Miller trying to push Cody Mashaw out of the way. Mashaw goes down again, but looks like Miller was holding his stick, so he got back up. Shot, saved by Bennett. Comes out, Kaprowski, over to Miller. Centering pass, goal by Cianferrano. They worked that around. 22 from 4. Time of that Buccaneers goal, 3:32. That was a pretty goal. Nice puck movement, went around that net at least 1.5 times. Miller cross ice to Cianferrano, who was wide open with a wide open net. Time of the Buccaneers goal, Cianferrano from Miller, 22 from 4. Time of that goal, 3:32. Puck goes into the corner. Olsen holds it at the point, fires it, shot in. And it's underneath Calabro. He had no idea, he couldn't feel it, but he knew it was there. Nice hard shot by Olsen, almost made it by Calabro. Calabro's positioning, saving him here. He's not always seems to be aware of where that puck is, but he's in the right spot every time. Long pass off the boards, comes out to Miller. Miller coming in, shot fired. Save by Bennett. Goes out onto the far side, Cianferrano flicks it over, gets deflected, hits the netting off high, and we're going to have a face-off in the Ontario Bay end of the ice. Goodenough facing off against Miller. Miller draws that puck back for Cianferrano. Cianferrano touches it, but Goodenough still all over it. From his skates over to Newton. Newton just barely able to touch it up. It was, not really a pass directly to him. Puck comes all the way across to the near side. Grabbed by Cady. Cady turns around. Goodenough spears it away. Kaprowski grabs it and sends it in. Goes to Wilson. Wilson sends it all the way over for Newton. Newton touches it for Blevins. Blevins crossed over behind him. Loses that puck, and Newton skate. They crisscross just a touch too close to each other. Newton sends it back over. And now Cianferrano has it. Cianferrano penetrating into the offensive end. Cianferrano firing that, gets deflected, goes over the net, lands at the base of the boards, back behind the goal. Cianferrano touching it, and it rolls right up into the glove of Colin Bennett. It was not Cianferrano, I think, or was it? It was Cianferrano. Rolled that puck right up into the glove of Colin Bennett. 12:11 remaining in this second period as Oswego leads Ontario Bay 2-1. Cady in for that face-off, gets pulled all the way back. It's a foot race to the puck. Getting to it first is Jacob Morse. Right hot on his tail, though, is David Stern and Joe Brodeur. Stern not able to play it cleanly as he circled around it, so Oswego coming away with it. Looks like Dan Donahue fires that shot off the stick, pops up high in front of Bennett. Loose, goes back behind the net. Still back behind the net, trying to get picked around by Oswego. Oswego has it. Oswego coming around, goes up to the point. Dan Donahue touches it, goes over to the middle. Went off of Stern and Brodeur, trying to clear it out. Stern touches it, comes up to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw over to Brodeur. Brodeur turns, fires, hits off the skate of Dan Donahue, goes into the corner. Brodeur looked to make a centering pass. There's nobody there but 3 Oswego players. And we've got a Stern interference penalty against David Stern. Ontario Bay penalty, number 5, 2-minute minor for interference. Time of that minor, 5:39. That'll bring this face-off all the way down to the Ontario Bay end of the ice off the left side of Colin Bennett. 2 minutes go up on the clock, and it is a power play opportunity for Oswego. This penalty kill for Ontario Bay or this power play for Oswego could be sponsored by you and your business. Just contact me at thedandallon@gmail.com and we'll figure it out. Goodenough clears that out into the neutral zone, picked up by Cianfrano. Goodenough tried to block it with his body to make a offensive play on it, but that's not happening there. Long pass cuts across, goes to Baker, loses it, comes back, Cianfrano, passed over to Katie. Katie missed it. Picking that puck off, though, is Casey Wilson. Casey shot, fire, goes wide, goes into the corner. Not able to be held in by, oh, yes, it is, by Goodenough. But they retreat back. 1:20 remaining in this penalty. Here comes Oswego. Puck stolen by Blevins. He backhands it all the way down the length of the ice. Chasing it down is Casey Stern. Stern puts a body on Cianfrano. Cianfrano blocking him from getting that puck. Passes that puck up to Marcus Baker. Blevins slides up, intercepts that pass, gets it into the corner for Wilson. Wilson digs it out in the corner. Wilson sends it all the way across for Goodenough. Goodenough not able to keep that puck away. We've got a 2-on-1 situation against Matt Olson. We have Katie coming in, goes to the backhand, save Colin Bennett, goes into the corner, and Wilson clears it out, goes all the way down, touched off the stick of Ruggio, doesn't matter, it's still a PK, and Blevins goes down and gets to it, skates all the way around Ruggio as he was blocking that puck with his body, goes out onto his near side, Brodeur comes flying in, puck gets around him. Coming out with that puck is Lucas Katie. Katie drops it off at the blue line for Marcus Baker. Baker falls down as he tripped over the blue line. Deflected out in front. Covered up by Colin Bennett. Nice play. That was Riley Wood, last one to touch it. Or no, Lewis Roman. That's a 2-6. Hate that horizontal stripe across the number. Face-off cleared out right through the neutral zone. It's going to go all the way down. It'll be played by Calabro. Calabro draws it back, backhands it into the corner. Mashaw chasing it. 10 seconds remaining on this penalty. Roman touches it. Roman coming around trying to steal it from his own player because he wants to make that shot. Roman stealing it from everybody and not able to ever get a shot off. Puck comes loose out in front, swatted down by Bennett. Gets whacked around, held in at the blue line by Kaprowski. Goes back to the far corner. Going back is Joe Brodeur. Passes it to Stern, who is now out of the box. Stern up to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw draws it back into the middle. Stern right there behind to make a play on that puck. It's loose on the near side. It's on top of the dot. It's underneath Stern. It's by his feet. Grabbing it is Kaprowski. Kaprowski backhands it, goes it around the back of the net, sends it up to the blue line. Played there by Oswego. This is Lucas Bruns. Pops it, goes to Cody Mashaw. Cody coming away with that puck. Cody loses that puck as he runs into Cianfrano. Cianfrano passes it up to Miller. Miller coming up, shot fired, and that's a goal. 4 from 22. Oswego goal scored by number 4, Braden Miller, assisted by number 22, Colin Cianfrano. 4 from 22. Time of the Buccaneers goal, 8:25. 3-1 Buccaneers over the Storm. That puck gets driven forward. It's going to go into the corner. Being chased down by Amadon. First one to the puck, though, is Jacob Morse. Morse plays it up. Cianfrano not able to touch it. Goes to Olson. He flicks it up, and it gets caught. caught in the netting on the far side on the other side of the glass. We need a new puck. Puck comes out of the cooler. That'll give us a neutral zone face-off because that's exactly where Olsen was when he popped that puck. Dawson Corey taking that face-off. It gets drawn back. Amadon trying to make a play on it. And Marcus Baker on the blue line. Amadon sending it up to the red line. Grabbing at the red line is Riley Wood. Wood passes it back to Dan Donahue. Dan Donahue sends it across. Touched by nobody. That's an icing. Bryce Goodenough taking that faceoff, pushes it forward. Blevins has it against the boards. Coming over to pick it off, though, is Lucas Cady, and he gets it away. Gets sent up along by Cianferrano. Chasing it down into the corners, Casey Wilson, and that's an icing. That'll bring that puck all the way back. Goodenough draws that puck back for Blevins. Blevins playing with it on the side. Blevins into the corner for Goodenough. Centering pass. It's loose out in front. Newton not able to get onto it. Blevins had first whack at it. Comes out to Olsen. Olsen over to Wilson to Goodenough. Goodenough with it on the boards. Goodenough fires it in alongside the net, and it gets picked off, though, by Lucas Cady. Cady loses his footing as he approached the blue line. Slides. Look how long that slide is, all the way to the faceoff circle. Newton. Blevins. Cady. There's Cady with that puck. Curls around. Cady coming across the slot. High slot. Shot. Not making it through. Goes off of Newton, I believe. Still loose out in front. Wilson got a piece of it. Now Olsen. Olsen touches up to Newton. Newton passes it up to Goodenough. Goodenough touches that puck up into the offensive end. Sorry. Goodenough into the corner. Luzic comes out to the point. Wilson drawing over. Wilson using his shoulder. Backhands it up to Newton. Newton lets it go back behind the net, and Blevins chases it down. Blevins coming around our near side. Blevins goes up. Drops that puck off into the corner. Call comes out. Oh, Call stepped in. Nobody stepped back to cover his position. And Ian Cady comes out all alone. Fires that shot. Goes wide. Oh, that puck goes all the way over. There in the middle of a line change. Still only 5. Nah, there was not too many people. A lot of people thought there was. But actually, I think for a second, Oswego was playing a man short to make sure they didn't get the penalty. Wilson fires from the point. Shot goes wide left. I believe it touched somebody. Cameron Call in deep on the right side. Just to the right side of that post. Goes behind the net. Puck being flicked up. Coming back on his horse is Cameron Call as Braden Miller's coming. Miller shot. Fired. Goal. Miller 2 in a row. This one unassisted. Time of this goal, 11:04. Oswego's goal scored by number 4, Braden Miller. Number 4, unassisted. Time of the Buccaneers' goal, 11:04. It is 4-1 Oswego. Cianferrano in to take this face-off against Joe Brodeur. Cianferrano draws it back. Comes back to Jacob Morse. Morse sends it up along the boards. Cianferrano first to it in the corner. Cianferrano the only one to it in the corner. Passes it up, goes right to David Stern. David Stern gets people on him, so Cody Mashaw comes over to grab that puck. Eric Mashaw, 21, not 11. Sorry, Eric Mashaw. Eric Mashaw over on the boards here. Puck pops out as bodies flew away. Eric Mashaw jumping just not tall enough. Coming out, and right behind him is Riley Wood. Centering pass, cross, over back to Wood. Nothing doing. It went between his legs. He missed it. Puck goes back behind net. Braden Walker chasing it down. Walker sends it up along the boards. Held in on the far side at the point. Comes back, hits Walker. Walker fires it. Goes off the stick at Jacob Morrison into the neutral zone. Morse sends it back. David Stern stepping up, grabbing that puck. Stern making some room. Shot deflected off of the top of Calabro into the netting, and that'll be a face-off to the right side of Connor Calabro. Dawson Corey taking the face-off against Cianfrano. Cianfrano draws it back, comes back to Neil Roman. Puck comes out to the near side. Playing it is Oswego, passed up to Miller. Miller dumps it in, back around the boards. Behind the net, picking up is Olsen, losing it as some bodies came at him. Kaprowski fires that puck in, deflected, goes to the left and back behind the net. Wilson sends it around, not able to get it out. Amadon bounces back past him. Cianfrano comes back, gets that puck, draw a shot, goal! Cianfrano. Cianfrano with the goal. Oswego's just having opportunities fall their way. And every opportunity they're getting, they are taking advantage of it. Number 22, Colin Cianfrano, I think unassisted. Time of the Buccaneers' goal, 12:24. We need one more player, Oswego. You've got 3 unanswered goals, 4 unanswered goals, 5 unanswered goals. You still got to play with 5. Way late, Cianfrano gets tossed out. Lucas Cady comes in to take the face-off. Cady grabs it on the near side here and right in front of us, sends it back around behind the boards. Cianfrano trying to stuff it in on the short side, nothing doing there. Centering pass comes all the way across, off the boards, into the neutral zone, played by Donahue. Dan Donahue backhands it over to the near side, played by Lucas Cady. He backhands it. Coming up is Casey Wilson. He flicks that puck up. Comes all the way out. Matt Olson saves it from going dangerously into a breakout, or breakaway even. Flicked that puck up, but there were too many Storm players off sides. So we're going to have a face-off at center ice. 4:05 remaining in this period. Good enough in for that face-off. Comes around. Oh, loses that puck. Cady with it. Cady stepping up. Gets that puck around Cameron Call into the corner. Cady taking around behind the net. Cady still curling around way over by the face-off dot. And Blevins keeps driving, squeezing him, and takes that puck away off the end of his stick. Good enough coming up. Drops it off to Blevins. Blevins coming, swiping, missing, whiffing on that puck. Goes off the heel of his stick. Did not get the curl on that stick to maintain control and whip that puck the way he wanted to. Call gets into some trouble, so he dumps that puck back for Cody Mashaw. Mashaw sends it around to the far side for Owen Newton. Newton to Blevins. Blevins touches up, but Kaprowski knows that move. Kaprowski chases it down, sends it around. Newton, the only one over there. Newton sends it back over to Blevins. Blevins keeps coming. Blevins sends it all the way across. Cameron Call stepped up just too far, and that puck comes out into the neutral zone. Cameron Call trying to play aggressive, but his offensive line that he's on the ice with is not used to that kind of defensive play. Call touches that puck, sends it up. Only person there, though, is Neil Roman. He grabs that puck, crosses over the red line, and fires it in. Goes all the way around the boards. Wilson plays it. Wilson, loses it in the skate of Cianfrano. Cameron Call comes over and just moves that puck away. Coming through, though, is Ian Cady. Over to Cianfrano. Oh, that was a goal. Everybody missed it, though. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was 22 from 7. Here's 22 again. Oh, that was a late shot. That might be unsportsmanlike, but we've got a slashing penalty against Wilson, number 6. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of that penalty, 14:43. 2-minute minor for slashing, number 6. Number 6, 2 minutes, slash. Time of the minor penalty, 14:43. Referee going over to explain to Olsen exactly what the call was, why they're not possibly getting a delay of game penalty right here. Referee called off, said no more changes, and Oswego tried to change 2 more players. Now they're still changing a player. They got 6 players out there. They have no idea what's going on.
And they missed the goal. Oh, big time. No, he said that goal. I was talking to Matt, because I thought the same thing. He said it's 6 hit it from behind.
Oh, really? Puck comes all the way across. Brodeur touches it, goes in. Brodeur, I think, is killing the penalty. Certainly don't want to give up a shorthanded goal. Got to stick to your defense. Brodeur fires that long in. Calabro making the save. 1:46 remaining in the period, 1:29 remaining in the penalty. No idea what the in-rink announcer said. Brodeur in for that face-off, still keeping control of it. Stern not able to help out on that. Awkward. Comes back, Olsen flicks it up. Grabbed by Katie. Katie passes it up to, oh no, that went up to Katie. Oh, no, that's Lucas and Ian. Oh my God, I didn't even realize. She took to Katie, left me a mule to ride. Here comes Joe Brodeur in one way, then the other, back in. Oh, did it go over? Oh, it was on the line, and Calabro reaches back and grabs the biscuit. Like the last hot biscuit on Thanksgiving dinner, reaches out and snags it out of the eyes of defeat. Brodeur again, coming, oh, much softer, much softer. Stabbing, that puck, it must still be loose. Holy moly. Oh, nobody likes to be shoved. That seemed like a way late whistle. 55 seconds remaining in this penalty to Ontario Bay. 1:12 remaining in this period. Brodeur opting to move the body out of the way. Brodeur holding that puck in. Oh, whales it. Goes off the leg of Cianfrano. Comes back right to Cody Mashaw. Cody dumps that in deep back behind the net. Chasing it down is David Stern. Stern gets 2 players up on him, and he drives one of them to the ground. Gets the other player pushing on his back so he can't get up. Stern pushing. Now we're getting shoving, so this is not the direction we want this game to take. Nobody needs this game to go in this direction. Not sure what the referee is going to call here. I almost think would think it's a roughing penalty, but it's not. It's just a neutral zone face-off, I guess. Whatever you call it. Unplayable puck. Oswego taking that puck. Oswego sending it in long. That should be an icing. It is. I didn't quite hear the whistle. Oswego taking that, putting it to their own corner. Oswego trying to corral that puck, coming up with it, picking off those Blevins. Blevins just loses it, but keeps control of it. Blevins with the big sweeping curl around. 5 seconds remaining in this penalty. Comes all the way down. Kaprowski chasing it into the corner. Penalty is worn off. Goodenough missing that hit and flying into the boards. Coming around. Teams are even. Walker fires that puck across. Goodenough misses it. Icing is waved because Kaprowski was right there. Goes around. Blevins centering pass. Touched up. Oh, Goodenough not able to get to it, and that ends our period. At the end of 2 periods, it is Oswego 5, Ontario Bay 1. That means it's trivia time. Your trivia question and answer sponsored by Power Play Podcast NNY. It could be sponsored by you. Just you just send me an email, thedandallin@gmail.com. Your question is, if there are 3 goals by one player, it's called a hat trick. What are 4 goals called? The answer? 4 goals by a single player in a game is called a Texas hat trick, because everything's bigger in Texas. Congratulations to everyone that is a regular listener of the Power Play Podcast NNY podcast. That is Power Play Podcast NNY. New episodes every week. You can find it on YouTube at Power Play Podcast NNY or wherever you get your podcast. Power Play Podcast NNY. We look forward to having you join us every week. We'll be back when this next period resumes. And here come the hockey players. Ready for their final period of regulation. There's the Ontario Bay Storm all in a row. The Oswego Buccaneers all in a row. Some yoga going on here. Some swish, swish, swishing, twist, twist, twisting. Little Sabre family reunion. Here it comes. There goes Steve again. Here comes Steve Sabre one more time. He's just skating by. Time to get serious. Rallying cry for Ontario Bay. Rallying cry for Oswego. Let's watch Ontario Bay do their little breakup. We got buzzers, we got whistles. We want to see a puck drop. Referees need stretching too, you know. Like starting lineups out there for both teams again. And there we go. Puck gets driven forward by Ontario Bay, controlled by Oswego. Ian Cady sends that all the way around, back behind the net. Picking up on her near side is Braden Miller, going back. Bryce Goodenough touches it, gets it up to Owen Newton. Newton sends that puck across, just behind Zach Blevins. Comes out to Kaprowski. Kaprowski flicks it up. Goodenough to Olsen. Olsen sends it up to Newton. Newton touches it, sends it across. Picked off, though, this time by Braden Miller. Miller driving in, drops it off to nobody but Owen Newton. Newton sends it up into the neutral zone. Goes to Neil Roman. Roman over to Cianferrano. Cianferrano over to Ian Cady. Cady flicks it up, gets deflected, goes high and over the goal. Casey Wilson tries sending that out, not able to get it out as Lucas Cady came in. Wilson back behind him. Cianferrano picks it up in the neutral zone, fires it in around behind the net. Blevins and Marcus Baker first to it, fires that shot, save. Goes back behind the net again. Held in at the line by Dan Donahue. That's high, hits the glass, comes down out into the neutral zone. Oswego sending it back in. This time, cross-ice pass comes out to Joe Brodeur. Brodeur coming up. Tries to fire that puck, goes nowhere. Hits immediately off the stick of his defenseman, Eric Mashaw. In the corner with it now, Eric makes a hit. That puck comes out on net. Wilson fires that shot, goes just wide right. Held in at the line by Cody Mashaw. Cody fires it. It gets deflected. It's loose. It's out in the middle here. Grabbing it there is Lewis Roman. Sends it off to the middle. Comes right back to Roman. Roman dingles, dangles, goes around. Shot! Saved by Bennett! Goes off to Cody Mashaw. Or Eric, I mean. I always say Cody. It's not always Cody. Sometimes it's Eric. Neil Roman. Brodeur battling. Loose through the neutral zone. Comes to Cameron Call. Cameron Call staring at the puck. Cameron Call coming up with it through the neutral zone. call, penetrating into the offensive end. Curling at the dot, sends it back behind the net, off the boards, goes around to the far side. And that was Cody Mashaw sliding up to hit it. Comes over to Cameron's side. Speared by Cianfrano, goes up high, does not hit the netting though. Comes all the way down. Ian Cady goes, backhands, deflected by Wilson, goes off the glass. Cianfrano has to collect his clothes. Joe Brodeur picking up that pass almost. Not able to carry it all the way through. It was just a touch behind him. Brodeur gets a stick on it, over to Wilson. Wilson makes a play, makes a hit, makes a play, sends that in. Goes to Braden Miller. Miller clears it out into the neutral zone to Cianfrano. Cianfrano and Brodeur collide. Puck gets driven back behind the Oswego net. Dawson Corey making a play, losing the skate. And that puck comes through. Cameron Call stick checking Cianfrano. Cianfrano going down. They're going to call that a trip. Tripping. 2-minute minor for tripping on number 15 for Ontario Bay. Time of the minor penalty, 4:27. 2-minute minor for tripping, number 15 at 4:27. This face-off will be to the right side of Colin Bennett. Puck goes behind the net. Wilson applying the hit. Olsen coming over for the puck. Olsen misplaying that puck. Centering pass. Blevins coming over just in time to steal that puck off the stick of a shooting Buccaneer. Puck comes to Braden Miller. Miller curls around at his own end, fires it all the way off the far side. Blevins reads that off the boards, plays it up. Chris crosses it over, sends it into the corner. Goodenough over there, pushes it to Blevins behind the net. Blevins tries passing out to Goodenough. And who is that? That looked like Lewis Roman just tripped, as if there was a brick in the way or something. He was all alone. Shot fired, goes back behind the net, comes around all the way through the neutral zone, down into the Oswego end of the ice. Played there by Cianfrano. Cianfrano behind his net. Watches Blevins go by. Comes out, Wilson fires that shot. Saved by Calabro. It's out. Ian Cady touches it, gets it out. Matt Olson plays it. Olson looking, soft pass over to Wilson. Wilson has two players on him. That's not, he hooked his stick around him and brought him to the ground, but that's apparently okay. Blevins coming out with that puck. Blevins crossing over the blue line into the offensive end. Draws back, shot, save. Blevins getting his own rebound, pops it back over to Wilson. Wilson drawing back. Wilson got played off that puck. Wilson stopping, turning at the dot, centering past to Blevins, curling, shooting, goes across the top of the crease. Nothing doing there. 22 seconds remaining in this penalty. Cross ice pass over to Lucas Bruns. Bruns crosses over the blue and fires that shot, saved by Blevins. Back behind the net, grabbing that puck is Matt Olson. He flicks that puck down the length of the ice. Chasing after it is David Stern. Covered up by Calabro. Face-off will be to the left side of Calabro. Nope, right side of Calabro. What do I know? Joe Brodeur in for that face-off. 4 seconds remaining on this penalty. Comes out into neutral zone. Braden Walker guards that puck as Cody Mashaw comes over to make a play on it. Braden Miller tries firing that shot, goes off the stick of Brodeur, goes back behind the net. Played in from the high point, goes on the high slot. High point, back around behind the net. Over onto the near side, picked up by Eric Mashaw, almost. Cianfrano touches that puck, gives it over to a defenseman. Joe Brodeur stealing it at center ice. Brodeur open ice hit by Cianfrano. Lots of noise for that. Braden Miller grabs that puck, sends it up. Grabbed by Braden Walker. Walker off the boards to the neutral zone. And we're going to have a penalty. That is an Oswego penalty. Oh, poor Ian is lost, wondering why when that player fell after he hit his stick, it's a trip. Anyway, number 7, Ian Cady, 2-minute minor for tripping. Time of that minor penalty, 6:03. Yeah, Cady was going off, so it was a little bit after the incident occurred. I'm sure had the whistle happened right away, he would have known what it was for. So it's not as much as I didn't do it. It was more of a, when are you calling this from? Goodenough in for the face-off. Draws that puck back, comes to Blevins. Blevins curling around, guarding that puck, protecting it, setting up the umbrella. Takes it into the corner. Goes back behind the net. Centering pass over to Olsen. Olsen not able to pull that trigger. Puck gets sent all the way around. Grabbed by Wilson at the point. Wilson all the way over to Goodenough. Goodenough has Blevins high. Nope. Goodenough stepping in. Taking that shot, goes deflected off the board. Goes back behind the net, tries to flick it up in the middle. Nothing doing. Comes right back to him. Comes out to Wilson on the side here at the point. Wilson fires that shot. Tries sneaking it in. Nothing doing that time. Goes into the corner for Blevins. We got an interference call on Brodeur. Number 19, 2-minute minor for interference. Time of the minor penalty, 6:43. Unfortunate time for that penalty. There was a lot of battling, physical battling going on right at the post there. And Joe Brodeur got caught. 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off won by Ontario Bay. Wilson coming out with it. Wilson drawing left. Centering pass over. Blevins not able to get to it. Reaching instead of skating. Coming back with it now, Cianferrano. Cianferrano gets his pocket picked by Goodenough. Goodenough not able to control it. Olsen coming in to lend a hand. Olsen sends it around behind the net for Wilson to pass out to Blevins. Blevins shoves it up forward for Goodenough. Goodenough taking it over the line. Goodenough camping out, drops it off to Olsen. Olsen fires that shot, hits a lot of feet, not going very far. This puck gets flicked out up through the neutral zone, going down. It's going to get grabbed by Lucas Bruns before it goes and becomes icing. Pushed back behind the net. Dan Donahue chasing it down. Wilson going to get called for a penalty. Cross-ice pass, and that gets picked off by Matt Olsen, and that will give us the Wilson. Tripping penalty on number 6 for Ontario Bay. Time of that penalty, 7:38. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 6, 2 minutes, trip. Time of the penalty, 7:38. Be 4-on-3 for 25 seconds, and then it'll be 5-on-4. We have a timeout, most likely Oswego. This break in the action could be sponsored by you and your business. Contact me at thedandallen@gmail.com. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Click on that little bell so you're notified when I go live. Like this video if you like it. Click the thumbs down if you don't. Trying to provide the best product I can to the players, the teams, the coaches, the families of this hockey environment. Here in Section 3 of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, as well as all youth hockey, junior hockey, amateur hockey that occurs in this neck of Central and Upstate New York. To help me provide this service to these players, to do the research I need to do, and to increase or improve the quality of my equipment, I need sponsors. Face-off won by Oswego. Again, 4-on-3 here. Cianferrano tries getting in, goes to Stern. Stern flicks it out and sends that all the way down the length of the ice. Nobody chasing after it. By the time this comes into the Ontario Bay end of the ice, we're going to have 1 second away. It is 5-on-3 now. 5-on-3. Cianferrano drops that puck off to Ian Cady. Sends it up. Braden Miller with it. Miller touches it back into the corner for Ian Cady. Cady back around behind the boards for, I think, Ruggio. Couldn't really see. This puck comes out to Neil Roman. Roman over to 4 is Braden Miller firing that shot with the save. 44, Colin Bennett. 20 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. And then we will still have 54 seconds of 5-on-4. It's face-off driven into the corner, played out by Olsen. He sends it down the length of the ice. Making a play on that is Connor Calabro. Coming up with that puck is Lucas Cady. Cady crossing over into the offensive end, bounces it off the boards into the corner. Matt Olsen goes back to make a play on it. Cady's there, as well as Ian Cady. Comes up to Joe Brodeur. 5-on-4 now. Brodeur trying to stick handle that puck forward. Loses time, wastes some time, but loses the puck. Braden Miller coming out. He gets stopped, turned back. Grabbing that puck is Ian Cady. He loses that puck. David Stern playing it out. Stern off the boards, up to Brodeur. Brodeur sends it into the far corner. Stern's going to chase after it. Not hard to make a play, but to slow down the progress of the Oswego Buccaneers. And here come the Buccaneers. Bucks, long cross ice pass. That's going to be an icing. 2 seconds remaining in the penalty to Wilson. Face off, drawn back. Teams are even. Blevins stepping in to make that play. It does come all the way out, though. Olsen applying that hit. Another hit from Wilson coming in. 2 hard hits. Clean hits. Try to make a play on that puck. They're hard. I don't like kids making hard hits. Call me crazy. I love hockey, though. Face-off comes out. Mashaw stopped short. Picked up by Brodeur and sent in. Held in by Olsen. Fires that shot. Gets deflected by Oswego's defense. Buccaneers coming out with it. Bruns clears it up. Played by Wilson. Stopped at the center. Bruns with it. Backhands. Flies around. Olsen loses it as Roman makes a play on. Roman goes down back behind the net when he sees Wilson. Blevins passes it up to Brodeur. Brodeur races up after it. Turns, fires. Oh, just a bit high over the crossbar. That puck goes down. It was touched by Oswego, and it's on net. And Bennett's got to cover it up as Oswego players are coming in hot after that puck. 6:24 remaining on the clock. We haven't had a goal since 12:24 into the second period. That's when there was 7:36 left on the clock. So it's been over 17 minutes since there's been a goal in this competition. That puck comes out into the neutral zone. Sent back in by Neil Roman. Turned around. Steve Saber not able to get that puck as he was hit from behind in open ice. Amadon grabbing that puck at the blue line and sending it in back around behind the net. Picking it up back there is Matthew Canzone, I do believe. That comes out. Cody Mashaw diving after that puck. Grabbing it is Cameron Call. He sends it up to Dawson Corey. Touched by Amadon. Over to Corey. Corey grabs it, tries firing it in. It gets turned around. Puck comes all the way back to the Ontario Bay end. Cody Mashaw chasing it down. Up to Call. Call touches it. Not able to clear it into the neutral zone. Call follows it up, though. Picks up that deflection. Call crossing over the blue line. Call firing that shot low. Saved by Calabro. 5.5 minutes remaining. This puck comes out to the neutral zone. Grabbed by Call. Fired in off the boards. Goes all the way back behind the net. Up on the far side. Almost picked off by Saber. Comes through. Cianferrano on the near side. Cianferrano gets hit by Wilson. Dodges most of that hit. Amadon picks that puck off. Corey comes up and pushes it forward. Gets turned back, though, by Jacob Morse. Oh, losing it behind the net was called. Quick shot from Braden Miller. Nice save by Colin Bennett. Wilson gets hit by Miller. Puck comes up to Goodenough. Goodenough drops it off for Blevins. Back to Goodenough behind the net. Goodenough up to Blevins. Blevins waiting, drawing, looking, passing. Shooting is Wilson, but that had just come out over the blue line, and that's an offside. 4:34 remaining in this game. Wilson fired that puck in high, glove down by Calabro. Drawn out by Blevins. Blevins trying to make some space. Fires that shot, goes wide left. Oswego sending it all the way across, touching it up. Olsen racing over to get it. Olsen backhands it over to Blevins. Blevins takes it, pushes it up to Wilson. Wilson all the way across for Goodenough. Goodenough touches into the corner for Olsen to chase it down. Olsen draws back at the dot, fires that shot, save, comes out. Wilson from the side. Face-off dot, fires around, goes back behind the net, played out by Oswego. Picking it off as Blevins, soft shot, tried to go through the crease for Newton. Newton thought it was going to be a hard shot, though, from the play off the pads. Oswego coming out. Wilson stepping up to poke that puck away and keep it in the zone. So far, it's still in the zone. Wilson going low to get power and get control. Coming over is Goodenough, and he pushes that puck deep. Newton goes into the corner to get it. Wilson waiting for Roman to get off of him, and he finally does. Blevins curling around at the line. Blevins by the face-off dot, trying to get a piece of it. Centering pass, not able to get it through. Newton almost pulled that off. Lots of stick checking going on. This puck comes out through the neutral zone. 3:13 remaining. It gets behind Wilson. Wilson chasing it down. Glove save by Bennett. Three-quarter windmill grab out of the air. Face-off drawn back by Oswego. Cianfrano centering pass goes right in front of Braden Miller. He had no idea what was happening. Oh, puck was loose out in front. Blocker, kick save or pad save by Bennett. Into the neutral zone, flicked back by Oswego. Comes gently back, grabbed by Cody Mashaw. Mashaw off the far boards, goes behind Eric Mashaw. Grabbed by Cianfrano, and he sends it all the way in and around. Cody Mashaw on the far side against the boards there. Cody Mashaw with it. Passes it up against the boards. Goes to Dan Donahue. He fires it in. Oh, sneaky backhand by Ian Cady. Nothing doing. Puck is still loose over there. Cianfrano going around. Whistles, pushes, shoves, sticks. Could be a trip. Could be a dislodged net. Could be roughing. Could be the ref is sorry that he blew the whistle late, maybe. I don't know. I believe it was a dislodged net. That's what it was. Ref saw the net come up and go down, so he blew the whistle. Still 5-1 Oswego. Taking his face off for Oswego is Lucas Cady. Not anymore. He gets switched out for Riley Wood because of the late defensive change. Brodeur, one that draws it back though, and Lucas Cady almost came away with a shot. Lucas Cady on the far side, curling around, up at the blue line, sends it back around behind the boards. Chasing it in is David Stern as well as Oswego. Brodeur coming up, almost cleared it out, goes up, Eric Mashaw. Now, that was Wilson. Oh yeah, we're in the midst of a change. Oh, and we got a player down. That was Riley Wood. Riley Wood gets up on his own volition there. And he's going to be okay. I think just the way he got hit and the way he landed, it was just a little bit rattled. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in this game. Oswego down by, Ontario Bay down by 4. Dawson Corey in for the faceoff. Dawson, Ontario Bay, Steve Saber, passes it up to Jacob Amadon. Jacob Amadon coming forward. Jacob Amadon crossing over, soft shot at the goal, covered up by Calabro. 1:47 remaining. Dawson Corey taking the face-off again. Oswego draws that puck back into the corner. Ontario Bay all over it, though. Bryce Goodenough pushing it back behind the net. Played there, though, by Dan Donahue. Dan Donahue still with that puck on the near side. He clears it up into the neutral zone. Jacob Amadon touched it. Nothing happening. Bryce Goodenough has it. Goodenough curling around. Sends it up along the boards. Comes over. Played by Jacob Morris. Morris gets it up. Goes back to Goodenough. Goodenough along the boards. Sends it all the way through. Tried to get to Steve Saber. It was picked off by Matt Conzone. Conzone sends it in. Collected down there by Cameron Call. Call flicks it over to Goodenough. Goodenough with it. Goodenough up to Amadon. Amadon gets squeezed down by two Oswego players. Amadon trying to shove his way back in. Goodenough through the legs behind him, and we're going to have a whistle. I don't think the refs like the way Amadon was coming back and attacking, or it's because the puck got covered up. But since they're walking Amadon to the bench, I'm going to say it was a penalty. Oh, the refs have given up on using hand signals. I'm going to say it was roughing. Ontario Bay penalty. Time of the penalty 16:03. 2-minute minor for roughing. Yeah, for roughing. Oh, is it? Oh, man. Thanks. Look at that. His second high school game, number 22, Bailey the Shark Dallin is out there on offense. Dallin going over to make a play on that puck. Comes back out to Braden Walker, fires that puck in high. Reaching for it was Blevins. Held in by Cody Mashaw, fires it in at the net. Saved by Calabro. Dallin just waiting for the garbage to leak through. Bailey in his high slot position for that faceoff goes right to Calabro, and he covers it up. 24 seconds remaining in this game. Oh, Bailey just missing making a play on that puck. That puck goes back into the corner. Hard hits back behind the net. Mashaw trying to stick with it. Goes back behind the net again. Oswego trying to send it out to the middle for one more shot at the goal. This puck comes out. It's going down. No icing. And that ends the game. At the end of this game, it is 5-1 Oswego. There is their celebration. There is Ontario Bay rallying around their goalie for a game well played. Players will line up for their COVID shakes, and we'll say goodbye. Remember, if you want to be a sponsor of a game, of a period, of an intermission, of the breaks, penalties, timeouts, whatever the case may be, the handshakes, you let me know. TheDanDallin@gmail.com. Don't forget to click subscribe. Remember, I am the Dan Dallin. Make it a great day, everyone.